That's sorted. Put the fish back, cast it out again. It was £11.8, so not a bad fish at all. That brings up my 24th double of the season, so all good. I think it's a bit too dark to show you the rig I've been using, but I posted it on the 3 Foot Twitch group page, so you can have a look at that if you've missed it. Really, to be honest, it's nothing. It's simplicity itself. There's nothing advanced about it. I just find it works for me, and I've got total confidence in what I use. So yeah, not bad at all. I waited till like 3:15 to get that bite, so it was quite a long time actually. I started off with my baited swim further downstream, but unfortunately some group of lads turned up. Well, they're already fishing actually in my baited spot, so I think they've well, I think they twigged on. I think they saw me fishing or saw me baiting up on that peg, so not great. I started off fishing a little bit upstream of them and casting downstream because they were casting really close in, but the noise, it got ridiculous. They were drinking and things like that, so I come downstream, upstream a little bit. I'm not fishing my usual spot where I've caught most of my doubles, but I found that the pellet approach has worked. Just balling it in and putting it in the feeder with a couple of chopped 18mm furters. Seems to have worked anyway. So I was getting lots of little twitchers from bream, so I assume the breamers brought the barbel in, but they weren't actually taking, which was great, because if you do catch bream it does tend to ruin the swim, but if you can get them in the swim and don't hook them, it's all good. And that bigger bait with the bigger hook seems to have worked. I didn't get anything real positive until I got that bite from the barbel, and it tore off. So I don't think it's one I've caught before either, so it's very pleasing. So I'm going to leave you to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the rigs in daylight, maybe at home or in my garden or something, and show you the rig in a bit more detail. Obviously from the picture it's hard to get a very good, a good idea, but to be honest, it's all about the feed. That's what I tend to think works best on the Trent, the feeding approach. And if you keep the feeding, if you get the feeding right, you will get barbel on the bank, and I'll talk about that in more detail tomorrow. Well, at some point tomorrow when I get up, so we'll talk about it then. Okay, so I'll talk to you tomorrow, and hopefully I may get another one to show you, who knows.